What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the left of the map. In the blue color, playing as Oranos. His name is Shelty, the Shelton Snakes. Shelty, the Snake Shelton. I always say that wrong. Anyways, his partners today. In the purple color, playing as Zeus, his name is Scardy, and rounding out the team in the green color, playing as Ra, his name is Fox. The foxiest of foxes. Their opponents today in the yellow color, playing as Ra, his name is Julian Papa. The Papa himself. His partners today in the red color, playing as Loki, his name is Kaboo. And finally, in the middle of the map, in the sky blue color, playing as Zeus, his name is Antaz. I'm excited because guess what? This map is River Styx. What makes this map unique? Well, I mean, there's water on the map, but there's no fish. And you are separated on your own little island over here with the island in the middle. And guess what we're seeing here? This is a weird god to be seeing on River Styx. So what's the plan? What's the plan from Gaboo's side here? You've got yourself a Ra. So we've got Ra. We've got Zeus. We've got Loki. So what do? What is the strategy? We'll talk about on the other side of the field, on the other side of the map, what their strategy is, but shifting sands, all in the opponent's base. 8 minutes into the game, two scarabs, plus a hand, plus your max Hersa, plus your max hoplites. Your opponents are like booming all to all Willio, and they just die. Is that a strategy? Is that what they go for? We'll have to wait and see. Their opponents here, they've got I would say a very standard team composition here with Oranos, Zeus, and Ra. So the reason you pick Ra is because you get shifting sands, you get rocks, so you can play around the lack of the difficulties of having water. You don't need to waste the time getting yourself. You don't have to waste your time getting a transport ship. And then the reason you play Zeus is because you get access to Underworld. Really, really good. You don't have to use the transport ship to get over to your opponent's base. You might want to use the transport ship to get to the middle, or you can use the shifting sands to help you get there by moving the villagers over and all shifting at the same time. And then finally, you get the Oranos player here. And again, you can use the shifting sands on the citizen to bring them over to the middle, but you get what's most important here is that the Oranos player gets access to sky passages, so they can jump between one island and the other island very, very simply and easily. So we'll see what the actual big plan here is for Team DoD, but I'm more excited about the Loki pick because this seems like PXS has to have thought about something to do here with that god pick. So Julian Papa throwing his temple down, getting his monuments up. This map can be a little bit strange with the spawns you get in your main base, but generally speaking, you get a handful of boars. You can get up to 4 or 5 boars at your starting spawn, but it does go as little as 2 from memory. So things can be very, very awkward in these types of maps. Not only that, the home gold mine is also sometimes spawns very far away from your town center. And sometimes the large gold mine spawns closer than your medium gold mine spawns, as I don't actually see that. I don't know where Red's gold mine is. Is it here? Where is it? Here. So it spawns really far away from your main base. It can be a little bit annoying there, but nonetheless, people starting to advance, getting onwards and upwards in these types of games. The thing is here, though, I mean, you get a Pegasus. So the Pegasus here from the Zeus is really important. Oh, Black Lotus. Black Lotus, pick that relic up. That's going to be a fun one there for the Ra players in this type of game. As the Pegasus is going to be searching around for some sort of town center to jump onto. Now, the thing here is for the Oranos team, the DoD team, is going Oranos also nets you the knowledge of where all of the town centers are. So you don't have to think about that too much. As we see Shelty just saying, yeah, I don't mind. I'm just going to build a dock and build a transport ship and move to the middle of the map. That's fine. He doesn't mind it. It's not that big of an investment, to be honest. 125 wood, 110 wood. You're setting yourself back basically a barracks and a counter barracks in terms of stuff. You just move to the middle of the map and live the dream because everyone's so far away that kind of a loss in resources doesn't matter really that much. As the game continues along, we see the villagers shooting at the boars over here. Doing everything they need. And look at this. The shifting sands is coming. The shifting sands is coming. I love these strats. I think these strats are the best. Gabu going to move into the middle. Anton's going to move into the middle. Everyone's just waiting for a town center. There we go. The villagers come in. Shifting sands is done. And the town center is up. Now, the Oracle's going to be searching very vigorously for something over here. It looks like Antos is going to want to grab his own town center. He's searching around this map. He finds... Oh. A little bit of idle town center time. Trying to see if he's got some food in that pouch of his. I'm not sure what's going on here. He's really mining gold. A lot of gold. I'm very confused about what's happening here with Antos. He's having a little bit of a crisis as Gabu going to be dropping his military buildings in the middle of the map. I'm a little bit sad we didn't see the attempt at like a crazy all in with like maybe shifting sands on a whole bunch of hoplites. But I mean, it is what it is. You can't have everything. It would have been gnarly to see that because you can always look at the main base. They're not going to have anything in their main base on this map. The crazy all-ins are crazy, but they're good. Crazy and good. As we do see Antos now dropping his own dock over here, getting himself a transport. See how everything's going to go. As we do see that the units have been spotted over here. Gabu's got his military buildings down. He's making Hersa. He's getting all the villages over here. There are no herdables on this map, which is a difficult thing for Loki to have to deal with. But what he can do is mine a butt ton of gold and just tell Julian Papa to come over to his base and make him farms. And that way he doesn't have to worry about it. He can just jump onto farms here because he's already going to be mining a butt ton of gold because he's Loki. So we'll see how that's all going to go. As Shelty is getting told, you shall not stay here. This is not your base. Put this in the temple. That's a great relic. Armor of Achilles, minus 5% infantry hack damage. That's absolutely huge. We'll see how it's all going to go. As Julian Papa is over here, we see the bolt there onto the Hersa. As Julian Papa drops his own rain into this game. Hathor on the way now for Fox. Let's take a quick look at the technologies coming through here. As Hall of Thanes is coming in now for Gabu. He's trying to retreat away, keeping himself alive until he can get that technology up. He's deciding to take this fight here just a little bit before it advances, but he hasn't lost any units, so it doesn't matter all too much. Scotty now coming in with his own centaur here as the so trying to chase that one down with his speedy boots now equipped. But town center is up for Julian Papa. He's got his gold mine over there. He's got his town center over here. We see that Fox is deciding to be a little bit more conservative with it. He hasn't used his shifting sands yet. He's got Hathor. He can do literally anything here. There's really, really huge options for Fox to do like timing attacks on this map as well. Doing like a brutal 10-minute, like 130, 145 population shifting sands attack into their main base, and then they're not there, so they're going to just lose everything. As an idea, you just send your rock around the side, shifting sands in there with a handful of siege towers, a bunch of chariot archers, and your villagers. Say good night, thank you, and good night, and that should play. As the Hersa decided to check back a little bit here. I would have liked to see Antos, like, what is he doing? I would have liked to see Antos dropping some military buildings here, but he seems to be struggling a little bit here in this game. Maybe he's feeding the Loki player in this game or something to try and get all the Hersa out, but he's not really doing anything. Does he have an armory up? No? I got no idea what Antos is doing in this game. He's AFK. Antos is AFK. Shelty coming in with his armor. We see Gabu very, very big over here with those Hersa. Going to be pushing Shelty back. Those Terma very useless at this point. As we see Antos moving up onto this position to grab his storehouses and everything else. Apollo coming through now for Skadi because Osiris is coming through for Fox. Fox may be just rushing a wonder here. Fox may be just rushing a wonder here. I believe Old Boys did play DoD on this map already, and they rushed a wonder, which, while it's not a bad idea, I don't actually think it's the best thing to do in this map. So long as the opposing team has got some sort of an idea for dealing with that type of strategy. We do see this Iron Heel spawn here for Gabu coming in. There's a second Town Center now coming down for Antos as he is transporting his Odysseus across the map. he's playing so slow. I don't know what's going on with Antos in this game. He must have tributed resources or something here. There's no two ways about that, as we do see the Migdol Stronghold up now for Julian Papa. Osiris on the way. Let's take a good look at what is coming through over here. We've got a lot of gold in the bank, not a whole lot of food here for Fox. As he's dropping his villagers over here. Maybe he's going to look to do a Shifting Sands of some variety. As the siege works coming up on this position. Potentially he just gets fed the food to drop the wonder like here straight away. Does he have the favor? Yeah, he's just barely got the favor here. He still doesn't have the resources. Is he? He must be Shifting Sands in here, right? There's the Osiris. Waiting on the food, or is he shifting? Where's he going? What's happening? A bit of a cheeky locust over here. Oh, the locust and the shockwave. It doesn't work. Oh no, that's so bonkers broken. Locust shockwave if you can time it right, but he doesn't quite get it perfectly there. As the hearse are hanging in here, the villagers getting themselves a lumber camp. What are you waiting on? There we go. He gets fed the food. Wonder coming through for Fox. In classic DoD fashion. But that all being said, this team composition that Scardy and Shelty have made, they don't have Frost here, as we see some nice raids coming in by Julian Papa. They don't have Frost, so an Underworld tier is going to be really, really strong. As you see the Son of Osiris empowering this one up, going to be coming through really, really fast. But I'm still wondering exactly what's going on over here for Antos. He's advancing through to the Heroic Age now, through Apollo. He's building on the main base here, even though he has villagers over here to help out. Maybe he lost some of those, but he's got not very much remaining here. We do see that the Hearse are pushing through here nicely to help with that Iron Heel coming in. Those Terma are not going to be much help at all, and Shelty, he's getting pushed back here. So DoD is actually in a bit of a difficult position here, I'd have to say. They're going to get pushed off of this island, and effectively their entire game plan is going to be surrounded by winning with this wonder. And there's Underworld available. And I don't know if it's going to work. Not only is there Underworld available, there's also a Norse player who's very, very tough to stop from landing. Norse is possibly the best landing civilization on islands maps because they drop with units that can fight and build at the same time, as opposed to everyone else who has to bring in like a couple of transport ships with all the army to defend the villages to actually build on the land. As these military buildings getting taken down very, very fast over here. We'll see how it's all going to shape up. But here's the other thing. Like, imagine you know that DoD is going to do this. Why not just timing attack the Ra? Because he's going to have nothing. If you hit the Ra at like 10 minutes, like I said, with a 10-minute timing attack from this, instead of rushing the middle, the game's over. DoD just loses. Oh well, what can you do? Counterbarracks all getting destroyed over here. Pitsukos on this position. It's helping out a little bit, but it does look like Shelty's got not a whole lot remaining here. As you do see the Scardy units over here. We see some docks getting thrown down here. The war barges coming in here for Julian Papa. They don't have the upgrade, but is there a town center in range over here? Doesn't really look like there is, as we do see the Plenty Vault coming in. And not only this, there's going to be a huge Underworld coming in. This is something Scardy loves to do. He's done this already. He goes for the fast mythic, moves in, going to start putting some pressure over here onto this main base of Gabu, and Antos immediately casts Ceasefire. That's going to give Fox a little bit more time here to get what he needs to get done. Because the hoplites are just going to be sitting here not doing a whole lot. We do see the Bragi on the way, and here's the thing. Gabu can't come back here and defend because he brought his units to the front. He's got no units in his main base, right? He does have a temple here, but he can't really defend this type of push. I mean, there are transports here, so you could ask Antos to transport the Herser. then you're still wondering about what's going to happen with Fox's Wonder. So even if they clean this up, we just see some bolts getting dropped there onto the Colossus. There is a Horus on the way now for Julian Papa to clean this up, but it's late as the Underworld, he's 4 town centers, I guess, so it's not really that late, but going up to 5 town centers. Yeah, just grab everything. Why not? Why not grab everything? But Forge of Olympus on the way now for Scotty. We also see some interesting upgrades coming through. Reinforced hull, bunch of crazy upgrades you don't normally see. As the Myrmidon going to be moving in, we just see the... Huh? Huh? You hit ceasefire. Just walk over here. You could have walked. It's not that far, guys. It's not that far. That was your only condition to stop the Wonder. Wait, what's happening? Tornado on this. Doesn't he have upgrades? Yeah, he's got Sunshine. Oh dear. Oh dear. The dock's getting taken out though. Julian Papa's going to control the water. Oh dear. Oh dear. Is this close enough to the shore? Can he kill it? I don't know. Now the Underworld passage stays here as well. Oh dear. Oh dear. BXX, no. No. Alright. Well, Gaboo is at least on this location now, getting this town center. He's cleaned all of this up, so there is still a chance that PXX can get in here and kill this Wonder off. And honestly, if PXX can defend this in the next minute or so, then they do have a chance to land and win this game. There is a chance to land and win this game. So it's all going to come down to the landing, and this is where Julian Papa is deciding to come in over here. He's dropping his Migdol stronghold on this position over here. He's getting himself naval ox abilities. He needs to get some cabinets over here to hold this water. If you get a whole bunch of cabinets here, it's going to be really tough for someone like for any of these guys to stop the landing. Also, we're going to be seeing Gaboo dropping the units over here. He can drop some buildings in onto this position, as this is all going to keep going on. We are still seeing the Myrmidons pushing through. The Terma coming through over here as Antos has to pull back ever so slightly. He's actually managed to find himself in a decent position over here with the units, but he needs to be in on this position defending this as the town center is getting closer and closer to falling here as Gaboo, he does have ox carts, but he doesn't have anything on this location to defend himself. As we see Gaboo now pushing in over here. He's going to drop a temple first. Starting to think about getting some units. He's going to be sitting in the heroic age for quite some time here as this Wanderer's got 6 minutes, 23 seconds remaining. Obviously, my face is in the way, so let me just drop this face down so you can see it. Boom. There's a Wonder timer, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, I'll tell you what. Let's move my face over here for now. I think that'll be the spot. Anyways, onwards and upwards. We see the settlement coming up over here now for Antos as the Underworld Passage getting taken down. I mean, the Underworld Passage doesn't really matter, but it's getting taken down. As not only that, there is a ceasefire remaining for Skadi, which means this Wonder might look like it's got 6 minutes remaining. It's actually got 5 minutes remaining. Because if this gets to less than a minute, you just click ceasefire and it's game over. However, Julian Papa is huge here. He's at 5 town centers. He's been basically untouched economically. He's going to have full population villages. He's sitting over here now. We see the Oxy war barges circling around the back here. There is a town center in range of Oxy war barge shenanigans. And this Wonder is going to be a difficult one to keep up here as PXX is making this work nicely. We are still seeing, we see a cheeky little locust there by Julian Papa, but he's going to be preventing his own villagers from jumping onto here. He might want to, well, no, he doesn't need to delete these. He just needs to get some more population out of here. He's not building units onto this location anymore. Not sure exactly why that is. They probably don't need to care about this location anymore as Antos has got this under wraps, as Gaboo's now pushing in over here. He's going to try and grab the Plenty Vault situation here. More units getting pumped out onto this position. Gaboo's still sitting 1 town center. He's going up through hell here. That's going to be huge because he's going to get access to the mountain giants to push in and try and take this Wonder down. But really, they do only have 4 minutes and 35 seconds left, which is 3 minutes and 35 seconds with the ceasefire still remaining. We see Helios coming through for Shelty. That's not going to be all that much of an assistance, but he does grab this town center on the main land here. So that's going to be at least a little bit of an assistance here. As the Oxy War Barges coming in, they spot the Skadi town center, and they will be cleaning that one up here. Nice play here from Julian Papa. He's doing everything in his power right now to find some sort of an advantage in this game. We see Skadi coming in, going to be preventing this landing from happening. The catapult taking down these towers. We see walls coming through this catapult, trying to clean up this Migdol stronghold here, as this is being a very, very difficult thing for these players to get in. Now, we do have to remember there are rocks. So one way to kill this Wonder off immediately would be to get 3 rocks out and build a butt ton of, as we can see the rocks coming in, build a butt ton of catapults and then just drop them. You can just, there's an opening here. You can literally, you see the opening right here, drop the catapults, town center, sorry, Wonder is dead. That's all they need to do. But Skadi he's still pushing through here. He says, I'm not leaving this Wonder as the only win condition in this game. I'm going to keep putting pressure on, remove Antos from this game effectively. That's the other thing that they could do. They could get Antos to build a bunch of Colossus, drop them into the rock, and then have the rock run in here and drop the Colossus onto the Wonder. That's another option, but I haven't seen the Siege Works getting dropped by Julian Papa. He's not going for that strategy, which is of vital importance. He's trying to drop over here. He has the rock now. Maybe that's going to give a little bit of a scare to DoD as the rocks, that's an option for them to go for. Well, let's take a quick look at Julian Papa's population here. It's at 136 of 220. He's got no gold remaining for whichever reason. He could have started a trade route over here up to this location easily onto this Gabu town center. He's got no gold. He's run out of gold on the main island here. So he's in a very, very difficult position, even though he's got 6 town centers. He needs resources, and he needs them now, ladies and gentlemen. We've got 2 minutes, 30 seconds left on the Wonder. That's 1 minute, 30 seconds left on the Wonder only. 1 minute, 30 seconds left as the units over here getting taken down. We see the Oxy War Bars getting these guys picked off. The Myrmidon pushing in to help defend this location. The siege ships are taking down some villages over here. This town center is not going to be able to get grabbed. It's getting closer and closer to an impossible situation for PXX to overcome, as I still haven't seen the siege rock shenanigery happening here. We see the flaming weapons getting dropped to try and give just that little bit more time, but Skadi is not that silly. He realizes what his ceasefire does for him in this game as the buildings getting taken down. Antos has got a handful of Heliopoli here, but it's going to take them a long time to get rock transported from this side of the map all the way over to the other side of the map. Antos is going to be kicking himself for utilizing his underworld over on this position. As the Wonder is set up, there is this weakness over here, but I haven't seen Julian Papa trying anything here. He's making some siege now, but he's got 30 seconds remaining. There's ceasefire here, and they could use it. Is there a GP blocking God Power? Fox has got shifting assist. No, there's no more GP blocking God Powers here. So what else can they do? The game's over. 15 seconds. Nothing in sight on this Wonder. And PXX is just scratching their head saying, how did we allow this to happen? As another siege works coming up. The catapult. There's only 4 catapults. Oh no. 1 minute remaining on the Wonder. And that's game over. Skadi drops the ceasefire. And PXX taps out. Game done. GG. Well played by DoD here, but you gotta ask the question, what was Antos thinking with this underworld, and why didn't Julian Papa go for the catapult drop? It's really, really simple. You build 5 siege works, you build 10 to 15 catapult, you build 2 rocks, you drop them here in the most perfect of weakness spots on this Wonder, and the Wonder is gone. There is no defense to that unless you've got this location on lock. Even with these Myrmidon here, they're not going to kill off the catapults fast enough. The Wonder would have gone down, and then PXX wins this game. because Scardy's dealt with over here. Antos did the job there to deal with Scardy. Julian Papa's got all the town centers on the main map. So all they have to do is kill the Wonder and they win, and they just shat the bed where that's concerned. There's a saying that, or not a saying, but an idea that Chrono JJ once said very recently, based on a certain player who wasted a certain god power in a certain Wonder Race map in a certain clan tournament with a certain team called Old Boys. He has a YouTube channel. He's a bit of a terrible Age Mythology player, but he says whenever there's a Wonder on the field, teams' real rating drops 200 points. That's a very true thing. That you for the majority of players, they don't find themselves in those situations and they don't know how to deal with it. But what a ridiculous game here. We did see a slight resource tributing shenanigan here from Scardy, but that's it. Fox did that fast Wonder all by himself in this game. No resource tributing shenanigans. Got it up incredibly fast, 20 or 11 minutes into the game. What a wild game. If you guys enjoyed this game, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTubes, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game.